museum friends. Is that what y'all are?
Yes.
Yes, friends of the museum. I have been invited. Who am I?
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus. I came down from the North Pole thinking it would be warmer here. Was I right?
Yes.
It is warmer, but is there, what's outside?
Rain.
Yucky
Rain, yucky rain. So it still makes it sort of yucky. So what we decided is we're going to be inside. And we're going to do things inside today to celebrate Christmas. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make these foldable Christmas trees so that you can dance with them. All right? Now, why would I want you to dance? I was talking to you earlier.
Because we're going to listen to the song.
We're going to listen to a song that's really one of my favorite songs because Brenda Lee, who is the singer on this song, lived in Augusta when she made this song. Guess how old she was? She was only 14 when she made this song.
Wow.
Not much older than you, right? All right, so listen up and see if y'all remember. Have y'all heard this song before?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see.
No.
Yes.
I know this song. It was my old ballet song.
Y'all want to dance?
Because the street
Y'all carol? Rock around. We're going to make the Christmas tree, and then we can rock with it when you hear that song, right? Okay. So, how many are you good at cutting?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is one person from each table get scissors for your table. So one person from this table, one person, and one person from this table. Okay. One person. All right. Get enough for all three people at your table, not just for you. Okay? So one of the things we need is scissors. You are sitting down. Good stuff. Everybody got one? All right. Now.
We want to have fun together.
You will need to get, did you get, oh yeah, that's right. All right. So what you're going to do is the other person at the table, pass these around to everyone. You will get the green ones, okay, and pass that around to everyone. And then you will get the pink ones and pass that around to everyone. Does that sound good?
I don't know how to make a tree, but I'll try.
I'm going to show you. How about that?
Yes, but I
You're
really
going to make a tree. There are different ways to make a tree, right? All right. So everybody should have 3 sets. You should have a white, a pink, and a green. Okay? All right. So what I did with those scissors, you got them all? Once you finish, let me have them. There we go. Once you finish, all right, let's set. Okay, start with the white. Let's start with the white one. All right, so you're gonna cut the white one. You missed a green one. Oh, no. There's a green one. There you go. Let's start with the white.
We both need the white.
You both need the white. All right. One, two. There we go. All right, so let's start with the white one. Now what I did first, you can cut it any way you want, but I went and I cut around the outside. So what I have, it looks like this. So cut the straight lines first, because the straight lines are easiest to do, right? Yes. So let's do the straight lines first. And if you're an adult and need scissors, would you like adult size scissors? No. Okay. All right. Me, I like adult size scissors. All right. And I did that with every one of them. So once I've had all the straights done on the white, then I went over to the pink and did all the straights. And then I did all the straight lines on the green. So once you get those done, it'll look like this. Okay? So make sure you've got all of them so that they'll go there in 3 different lengths. That's why you have to cut out the base. Can you put them together? Which one is the tall one? Which color is the tall one?
White.
The white. So the white is going to go on the bottom. And then the next one is what color? The pink. And then the green, right? Okay, so we'll put those together. Okay. All right. So as soon as everybody is finished doing their curly cues, you almost got it. Almost. Now, we're going to practice folding. Yeah, we're going to practice folding. Because, see, this is folded, right? So what does this look like to you? It looks like a fan. How many of you have done fans before? Okay. Now you did it with 1 piece of paper. How many are we going to do it with? 3 pieces of paper. So you've got to work really careful to make sure that they stay together when you fold them. Okay? So, we're almost ready. All right. So when we have them here, and then you're going to fold it halfway. So you're going to fold it over, all of them together, and you're going to fold it so that the first one goes over that half. Okay? So you're going to fold it. So once we do that, then we're going to turn it over and we're going to fold it again. So that it goes like this. And you fold it again. So we're getting it and we're moving it. See? Yeah, you can make a big fold or a little fold. It is up to you. You got to keep going to get the whole thing. So remember, once you fold it, then you have to turn it over and fold it again. Okay? So what I did was I folded it to the halfway for these circles, so that you did half a circle one way and half a circle the other way, right? Okay? And then you go through. So it's going to look like that when you do it. So it could be big ones or little ones. It doesn't matter. So what happens? You got to keep right, so everyone has it stapled. So we staple right there at the top, right? We stapled it. And then I turned it over and I stapled it again to make sure that it would stay. Now, I have stars that we can, where do we usually put the stars?
At the top.
Let's turn this off. All right, where do we usually put stars? You can put them on the top of the tree. I also have where you can put pom-poms on your tree. You can put color. We can put, looks like garland going around, so we can cut those. So we have those, and look at all these beads I have. Okay, so we can put those on there. So what I'll do, all right, that third person, yeah, thank you. All right. And y'all can pick and choose those. And I had another one. Okay. Yeah, I can do this.
Just a little bit further.
There we go. All right. And I have glue and glue sticks. So, what do you think would be easier?
Glue
The
stick.
glue or the glue stick?
Stick.
All right, so I will put there and then one on the table. And then we will do glue and glue stick, because sometimes glue sticks work and then sometimes on some things they don't. All right? Thank you. All right, so I have stars. I have stars. I have stars. Okay, so you can put stars just on top. Where would you put the star? Where would you like? You can put them, take them off, and you can put your star. Now they're a little small, so one of the things I thought I would do is to put them on both sides. Because they're a little small, aren't they? You can do that, or you can put them on the bottom of your tree, or you can choose any of the beads or any of the things and put those as stickers and stuff. And guess what? I also have round ones. Anybody want those? Yeah? We got different colors that you can do there. There. And so you can put those on your tree. Stickers work really good. I like putting stickers because then I can choose where I want to put them. And if you do, use this.
So here's the top of the tree right here. Here's the bottom.
So if you want to do the sticker with a glue stick, you can do that. I'm going to put,
That's what says there's more flat. Oh, right there. You have to see. That's this one. We want to
yeah. And what I did with the little pom-poms is did that and put, and stuck it and did it. And I put pom-poms like that. So if you want some pom-poms, let me know when I can give you those.
I want some pom-poms.
All right,
Can I get some pom-poms?
sure can. So everybody has something? All right, so now it's up to you to finish the decorations.
Oh, that
Okay, go ahead. Take a few and put on the tree.
blue is this messed up. Just need to put this pink one here.
Those are nice. That's nice. That's pretty.
Now, one of the things you can do, and I didn't have any, but if you want them to stand up, if you have a clothespin, you can attach it and it will stand it up like that.
A stick?
Yeah, a clothespin,
Yeah, you want the stick?
and that will stand it up. So you can do that. There we go. You can put it in the beads. So, y'all can continue working, and I'll read at the same time. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way you can listen and still create. All right, this is the elf on the shelf. Now, the elf on the shelf is written by Carol V. Abersold and Shonda A. Bell. So they would be called the what? If you write a book, what are you? I heard it. What?
Author.
The author. Okay? Now it's illustrated by Coe Steinwart. So what does illustrated mean? What? Drew the pictures, right? So it's very important to know who the author is and who the illustrator is, right? Okay, so here we go. Have you ever wondered how Santa could know if you're naughty or nice each year as you grow? For hundreds of years, it's been a big secret. It now can be shared if you promise to keep it. Do you promise? Raise your hand. Raise? All right, we all promise. So here we go. Here's Santa. And we were listening to songs about Santa coming to town, weren't we? Yes, we were. At holiday time, Santa sends out elves to see you. They watch and report on all that you do. Their assignment is from Santa himself, and they are his helper, and they're friendly scout elves. Our scout elf here in the Augusta Museum of History came to visit us last June. During the summer, Santa let his elves off for vacation, and she came south where it was warm, just like I did. And she came to visit the museum. And she had so much fun that she asked Santa if she could come back and be our museum elf this year. And what did you think Santa said?
Yes.
He said yes. Now, the first time she came, we had to give her a name because we didn't know what it was. And that's very important. Now, one of the things we had to figure out a name for her. So some people said Sparkle or Heart. And somebody said Foddle or Criddle or even Clyde. And she's a girl. Fizbee's cute. That's one of my favorites. But we had to decide here. So here they were, all trying to figure out what to name our museum elf. So what did they come up with? They came up with what?
Ginger.
Ginger! They came up with Ginger the elf, and so that's who comes to visit us. Now each night, while we're all sleeping, to Santa she flies to the North Pole, right through those dark skies. And of course, Christmas magic helps them all be quick. And she laughs with her friends and she reports to St. Nick. So all the elves come back at night and they come see Santa. Now, she tells them if you've been good or bad, and the news of the day makes him happy or sad. And a push and a shove, and she reports to the boss. Who's the boss?
Santa.
Santa. But She also reports when you've been kind or helpful. Now, in the car, in the park, at school, or even at the museum, the word will get out if you break a rule. So what rule is this person breaking? Where is she?
She's on the ice and on the pond.
On the pond, and what's wrong with that ice?
It's not solid.
It's not very solid. It says thin ice, danger, no skating. She's breaking a rule, isn't she?
Yes.
And it's being not safe, right? Yeah.
She's probably going to go to jail.
She'll be back before you wake. And then you have to find her in a new spot. You'll jump out of bed, come running to see, or come down to the museum to find where she'll be. Who's going to be the first to spy her? We'll find out today, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Maybe in the kitchen. We have one, but y'all can't go in. There's a bathroom. Maybe in the bathroom. Or even somewhere in the exhibits. Maybe on the train. Or maybe on the trolley. You never know where she'll be. Think she can hide in a plant. She can hide on a shelf or even hanging on a frame, maybe. Where will she be? We're going to make it a game, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can y'all see her?
Yes, ma'am.
She's in the bathroom. She's in the tub. What do you think?
Taking a bath.
She's taking a bath, isn't she? There's only one rule that you must follow so that she can come back and be here tomorrow. Anybody know what that rule is? What is that rule? Do not touch her. What will happen?
Her magic will disappear.
She loses all her magic, right?
Yes.
And if she loses her magic, how is she going to report to Santa and let him know all the good things that you have done, right? So here we go. And they're telling you not to touch her when you see her. Okay, gotta be careful. All right, so she won't get to tell him when you say your prayers or help bake cookies. Anybody bake cookies yet? I was baking them with the elves last week. What are your favorite cookies?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip, what's your favorite? Christmas cookies. What's yours? Oreo cookies. Do you know how to make Oreo cookies? Well, they're made out of chocolate. So that's one of the big things to do. And then we have to make cream inside, don't we? What about you? What's your favorite cookie? Huh? Chocolate chip too? We were making sugar cookies last week. And I put sprinkles of green sugar on top. And they did. The elves were dancing with joy last week. Yes?
I like ice cream cookies.
You like ice cream cookies. Those are a different way to make them. You have to bake the cookie and then you have to put the ice cream on, right? Yes. All right. Now, whoops, there they are on the stairs. She's on the stairs and saying their prayers, right? How many of y'all have stairs in your house?
Oh, I used to.
Yeah. Yeah? I like having flat. It's easier to walk. Now, Ginger can't speak to you. Santa Claus says so. But you know what's great? She's a great listener. So you can tell her when you find her, you can't touch her, but you can talk to her. What do you think you might say to Ginger? What?
Thank you for giving us all.
She doesn't give you anything, right?
I mean.
Thank you for coming
telling-
and seeing us.
No, I'm saying that I'll give you a present.
Oh,
Tell
that would be.
Santa that I'm a nice.
Tell Santa that you've been nice. So what would be one of the things that you would want for Christmas?
Barbie camper power.
A what?
Barbie camper power.
A Barbie camper? We have Barbies in the museum. Did you know that? We have some old Barbies in the museum. All right, who else would have something to tell Santa? What would you tell him? I mean, tell your elf.
I would like to tell the elf that thank you to Santa for giving us all gifts.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Okay, so here they are talking to the elf. They're not touching, just talking, right? The final decision, though, rests with Santa. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think you're going to get your Christmas wishes?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, the night before Christmas, her job is at an end because she doesn't need to report to Santa anymore, right? But the rest of this time, she'll still be with Santa, and she's hoping she might come back again in June or July, like she did last year. That's one of her favorite places, is to sleep on Santa's lap. So, bid her farewell at the end of December, and she'll fly away when she hears Santa's bell. Now, if you can hear the bell, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Come back to the North Pole.
No. How many of you all have heard about the Polar Express? What happens when you hear the bell? What does that mean? That means what?
The train coming?
No, if you hear a bell, if you hear Santa's bell, that means you still believe in Santa. So if you hear that bell, you still believe in Santa, and you believe in Ginger, right? Because she's his helper. And so she'll be back next year when the holidays come. So here she is going back toward the North Pole. All right? Yes.
This is close, but how does the elf speak to Santa if
The elves can
doesn't
speak to
talk?
Santa, but they can't speak to us. And well, they can't speak to y'all. They speak to me. But only when I'm in the North Pole. Because that's where the Christmas magic is the strongest. Okay? So, did y'all like that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good stuff. So each one of you have, one of you is the scribe. What is a scribe? A scribe is the person who writes the answers. Now, does it have to be the same one every time? No, y'all can rotate. So you might start out with one person and then the next one gets to be the other one, right? You also have a magic secret decoder. Now look at that decoder. You got it? Look at the decoder. Now, what do you see on that decoder? That decoder has pictures, and it also has what? Letters. So what Ginger did, if you look here, this is where I caught her when she was exploring the museum this week. So the very first one, we have to go find her where she's sitting on a little chair. Okay? So on the little chair, next to it will be pictures somewhere. You've got to find those pictures. So, for example, if one of the pictures was a Christmas tree, find the Christmas tree on your decoder. Find the Christmas tree on your, all three of you look at the decoder and find the Christmas tree. What does the Christmas tree? It's a plus sign. All right, so that would be one of the things we would write down. Okay? So you will find those pictures and you'll write them, and you'll write those down, what the letters are. Now, after we go, there are 3 on the front and there's one on the back. Okay, so how many places are we going?
3.
Try again.
6.
How many on the front?
3.
3 on the front plus 1 on the back is what? 4. And then we have to figure out the clue that Ginger gave us. Okay? We have to unscramble the letters. Now, that means we have to look to see and remember how words are put together. We have all of those coming, so we'll have to figure out how to put those together, won't we? All right?